Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. Just a minute, let me just verify whether audio everything is fine. Hello students. So first of all, I welcome you all to my channel, which is Power Tutorials. So in this channel we have videos covering class 10 maths and science chapters along with previous year questions, sample paper questions and question bank series. This type of questions are covered in this video in this channel. So in this video we're going to start with our maths solutions, that is whichever has been done yesterday, that is maths standard and basic. So as of now I got for standard 30/3/3 set. So today I'm going to cover with start with the solutions for these question papers. So starting with section A today, and I have got the question paper 30/3/3. So if you have written any other set, if you want to get the solution for those, I kindly request you to keep your questions as images in the community section of the YouTube channel. There you can see community or post that I have enabled for all the subscribers, because as of now it is only enabled option is provided for subscribers. So if you have doubts related to those sets, if you want to get the solution, kindly place your question as an image in the community section. There I will definitely check and prepare a separate video on those questions. Okay, so and one more thing, in this year we don't not only have the one attempt, we also have the second attempt. So that is for a betterment, like they have clearly mentioned, whichever is getting highest mark in this paper or the second paper if you want. So based upon those two, whichever you scored highest will be considered for your mark sheet. Okay, so if you feel that somewhere you're going wrong or due to some health issue or any other thing, you might feel low or you might not perform to the best of your ability in this paper, then go for the second attempt and do well. Okay, so before going to the second attempt, I suggest everyone to follow the questions for this paper, get the solution, be prepared again, and then if you want you can go for it. Okay, fine. So let's go with section A questions as of now. So section A contains MCQ questions. So 18 are MCQs and 2 are assessed reason questions. So now we are going to cover each and every question along with the details, so that if similar type of question is present in any other set, or if you want to improvise your concept, so that if you want to have a re-attempt, then it is always suggest to check and practice more. Okay, so but don't practice now, because just now we can just understand what are the questions and all. You can check this video after completing all your exams and then go for the video again, so that then you can prepare again for your maths. But right of now, just see the questions, check whether you are doing get right or wrong. If not, just mark the question somewhere, and after completing all the exams you can come again to this video and then prepare yourself. Okay, so let's start with the first one. The number of multiples of 6 lying between 25 and 363. Okay, so for this type of question, this is related to AP series, that is arithmetic progression. Let me just change the color. So for this question they are saying that multiples of 6 lying between 25 and 363. What is the first number after 25 which is multiple of 6? The answer is 30. So it starts from 30 and it ends with 1 before 363, which is multiple of 6 is 360. Okay, so now they are asking number of multiples. Means the simply this is an AP series where we have A is equal to 30, we have the A value as 30, Tn, that is nth value, as 360. We already know what is D value. D value is 6 because it is multiples of 6. And what they are asking in this question, they are asking n value. Okay, so simply use Tn formula. Tn or An for the formula is A plus n minus 1 into D. So what is the Tn they have provided? It is 360 is equal to A value is 30 plus n value we need to find, D value is 6. So I'll write it here. It is 330 minus 360 minus 30 will become 330 is equal to n minus 1 into 6. 6 5s are 30, 6 5s are 30. So the n value is 55 plus 1, which is 56. So the option is A. Okay, hope the first question is clear. Let's move to the second one. Two dice are rolled together. The probability that the sum of numbers obtained is divisible by 6. So this is a probability question where we had two dice. So what is a dice? Dice means which we play generally snake ladder or ludo kind of games, which is having 6 faces. Okay, and the 6 faces will have different numbers such that it will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are the numbers which can be present on dice. So for dice, what are the number of faces? 6. What are the numbers present? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So not only I am going to, as I mentioned, it is not only for answer key, it is also for the solution and the preparation series for backup exam. So that's why I am providing in detail. Okay. Probably the sum of numbers obtained is divisible by 6. First of all, what are the multiples of 6 which can be divisible by 6 means we have 6, 12, 18 and so on. But if you have two dices which are having numbers from 1 to 6 and 1 to 6, what are the numbers which can be divisible by 6 are only 6 and 12. Why? Because I will say for 6 we have the possibilities like 1, 5. First dice can be 1, second can be 5. 5, 1, same opposite side. And then we have 2, 4. And 4, 2, and then we have this one more chance which is 3, 3. So these are the cases where we can get the sum as 6. But here they have not mentioned the sum to be 6. They are saying that the sum should be divisible by 6. So this is a tricky part here. Okay, so if you do just like sum to be 6, then we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 by 36. Okay, anyway the 5 by 36 is not there, so it's okay. But as for tricky question, they can also give an option is 5 by 36 as well. Okay, but here they're saying sum is divisible by 6. So we have to think for both cases which are 6 and 12. So what is the 12th case? 12th case is 6, 6. Only for 6, 6 we can get the sum as 12. Only for the rest all we can get the sum as 6, which are 1, 5, 5, 1, 2, 4, 4, 2 and 3, 3. Okay, rest all if you add or subtract, you will not get the value as 6. So the total cases are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the answer is 6 by 36, which is 1 by 6, and the answer is again A. You can notice here both first and second, the answer is A. Okay, let's move to the third one. So this is a triangles question. Okay, not triangles, I think it's geometry question. Okay, so as numbers are little blur, I will explain, read out the question properly. So it is saying in the given figure, triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. AD is the median of a triangle joining the points. A is 0, 5 root 3 by 2 and D is 0, 0 as mentioned here. Find the points B and C in same order. They are asking to get the B and C value. Okay, so it is not only triangles, it is also related to coordinate geometry chapter. Okay, so if you notice, this is D is nothing but origin. Okay, so left side of B means it should be negative x-axis and C should be positive x-axis. Okay, so if you want to eliminate anything, okay, they did well. So they haven't provided any something like this. Everything you can notice. B is negative x-axis and C is positive x-axis. Okay, second, so we're asking to find B. If you notice, D is the midpoint of B and C, but if you notice, everything is the midpoint is 0, 0. Okay, that is also not needed. So what I will do is I will use trigonometry concept here. Okay, so as they have clearly mentioned equilateral triangle. What is the angle of equilateral triangle? All angles of equilateral triangle are 60 degrees. Okay, so what I will do is I will use a triangle like this. It's a rectangle triangle, because for equilateral triangle median is always 90 degrees. Okay, so this is 60. This height I know because it is 0, 0 and 0 to come 5 root 3 by 2. So this height is nothing but 5 root 3 by 2. Okay, so this I need to find. If I know D, then simply I can write whatever the x value minus x value, you will get the answer. So what is, this is adjacent and this is opposite and this is adjacent. So simply I have to use tan 60. So tan 60 is equal to 5 root 3 by 2 by D. What is tan 60? Tan 60 is root 3. So 5 root 3 by 2D. Root 3 cancelled. So I will get the D value as 5 by 2. So now we can answer simply minus 5 root 5 by 2 and 5 by 2. So this point, this distance is 5 by 2. So this becomes minus 5 by 2 comma 0. Whereas same way if I notice the other part of the triangle, then this value I will get as 5 by 2 comma 0. Why? Because this point is 0, 0. Okay, so this is related to 3 chapters. trigonometry, coordinate geometry and triangles. All three they have combined to form a simple question. Okay, let's move to the next one. Fourth one, the median mode of an. So this question is repeated again and again in all the chapters of all the question papers of previous exams papers. So this is very easy. So just you have to use the empirical formula, which is mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. So this is the only formula you have to remember for these type of questions. This is very easy questions. Okay. So what is so which they I'm sorry. So definitely they will provide you two values and ask you to find the third value. So here in this question, what they have provided, median they have provided, mode they have provided. They're asking mean. So mode is how much? 26.1 is equal to 3 into median they have provided 25.2. They're asking mean minus 2 mean. So mean I will directly write. Mean is equal to 3 2 is 6, 3 5 is 15, 1, 3 2 is 6, 7, 75.6 minus 26.1 by 2. Okay, so this becomes 0.5, 75 minus, okay, 15 minus 6 is 9. This will become 6, 6 minus 2 is 4. So it is 49.5 by 2. So this becomes 24.25. 224 is 48, 15. Okay, wait, it's not 25, it's 75. 24.75 is the answer, which is again A. So in this set, till out of 4 questions, 3 options are A. Okay, so you can see, notice 24.25 is also there. So if you do a minor calculation mistake, you will go wrong. Okay, so I'll repeating again. It is 2 2 is 4, 2 24 is 48. Again 15 is present. 15 means 2.75 will become 1.5. Okay, let's move to the next one. Fifth question. It is given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle QRP. So first I will draw these questions. It is ABC is similar to triangle QRP. Always remember, for similar triangles you have to write in the exact order. Okay, no need if you write QPR, then the question will go wrong. Okay, similar means exact order. ABC, then QRP. AB is 9. Okay, BC is 5. PR is 2. PR is this one is 2. They are asking QR. QR is this one. So 9, I'll write it as X. So as these are similar, the respective sides are proportional. So 9 by X is equal to 5 by 2. So X becomes 9 2 is 18 by 5. So which is nothing but 5 3 is 15 and 6 will become 30. So answer is D, which is 3.6. Don't write 5 by 18. Okay, so that's confusing you. They have provided those values. Okay, so for the fifth one, the answer is D. Let's move to the sixth one. Okay, so question is little blurry, so I will repeat the question. A polynomial p of x which has the sum of its zeros is equal to their product. What is sum of zeros formula? Sum of zeros formula is minus b by a, whereas product of the roots formula is c by a. So I have to just write for each line which is equal or not. So simply, so first one, the sum of roots, okay, write it here. Sum of roots is minus 2 by 3, product of roots is 2 by 3. So this is wrong. Sum of roots is 2 by 3, product of roots is minus 3 by 3. This is also wrong. Here the sum of roots is 2 by 3, product of roots is 2 by 3. So C is the right answer. But we will cross check for D. What is the values? 3 by 1, b minus b by a, and 2. So only option is C. Okay. Next move to the seventh. Given figure, PQ and PR are tangents to circular center, and the radius is 3. Okay, this is 3. And QPR is 60. Okay, then the length of each tangent. Okay, they're asking the length of each tangent. So as per our property, we know if we draw a line like this, okay, so I'll draw it roughly. If we draw a line like this, what will happen is it will exactly bisect this angle. So this angle is 30. Okay, so I will draw OQP separately. If I draw, okay, I'll draw it like this straight. Right angle is at Q. Okay, and this is O, this is P. OPQ I have written. QPO is 30. So this is 30. OQ is nothing but radius, which is 3. They are asking the length of tangent. Well, length of tangent is PQ. PQ is X. I will write it here, and let's do it. So if I write tan 30, because opposite by adjacent, so tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Opposite is 3. Adjacent we need to find, which is the length of tangent as X. So X is equal to 3 root 3 centimeters, which is again A. So out of 7, I think 4 are A options. Okay. Next, move to the next one. So here notice here this is angle. So this opposite to P is Q, 3, and the adjacent to this angle is X. So this way it is 3 by X. 1 by root 3. Tan that is 1 by root 3 is equal to 3 by X. So X value is 3 root 3. Next, in the given figure. Okay, so this is again related to similar triangles concept. So 2 questions we got from similar triangles. Okay, so OA, OB, OA, OB, okay, OC, OD. OA is here, OC is here. Okay, so first I will rewrite this equation as OA by OC is equal to OD by OB. Why I have written, I will explain you. Because I want in terms of ratios proportional, then only I can write which triangles are similar. Okay, so for that reason what I am doing is I will write these 2 triangles again. Let me retry it. So this is the first triangle if I write, and if I write the second triangle, then O is the common form for both. First I will write OAD. So here if you notice, OA by OC and OD by OB. So OA by OC means these sides are proportional. OA by OC should be equal to OD by OB. So OAD is similar to, okay, write it here, OAD is similar to OCB. This part is very important. Okay, so this is just triangle OAB and triangle OCB. Now we can simply write which are equal. Angle A is equal to angle C, because they are similar. So the only option. So again it is A. So how I written this is important, because this ratio sides are proportional in sense OA by OC. Here there is no OC. If you notice in the left side, okay, I'll change the color. If you notice here, OADO. So this triangle has OADO. I want from other side. OD I cannot write it, because that is from the same triangle. Because if we say 2 triangles are similar, then the corresponding sides are proportional. So if I write OA by OC, then sorry, OA by OD, then it will become the same triangle. But I want from other triangles, so that's why I have taken OC. OA by OC is equal to OD by OB. OA by OC means these 2 sides should be on the same track or similar. So that's why I have written OA, and here I have written OC. So OA by OC is equal to OD by OB. So that's why these 2 triangles are similar. Similar triangles means angles are same. So angle A is equal to angle C. Okay, if they are asked for this part as well, OAD, OBC. OAD is not OBC, it should be OCB. If it is OCB, then this answer will be correct. Okay, now let's move to the next one. So 8 questions are done. 12 more questions from section A. 9th one, this is trigonometry question. It is a direct question. Just you have to simply substitute the values. So half of tan 45 value is 1, square of 1 is again 1, minus cos square 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2, so cos square 60 is 1 by 4. So 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4, the answer is 1 by 4. So few questions are direct, within 10 seconds you can answer it. Okay, whereas for few questions it took around 1 to 2 minutes. So this way, don't feel that I'm taking it, this question is taking much time, because definitely the other questions will take very less time when compared to this question. Okay, let's see this one. The cone of maximum size is carved out from a solid cube of edge length L. The volume of cone. Okay, what is the volume of cone formula? Volume of cone formula is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Okay, this formula you have to use to get this question. So volume of cone they are asking, not asking the volume cut, they are simply asking volume of cone. So simply you have to just find r. Okay, so the maximum, the side value is L. So what is r value here? Diameter is same as L. So d is equal to L means r is equal to L by 2. I got the r value as L by 2. What about h? H is known, but the height of the cube, which is again L. So it is simply L. So it is 1 by 3 into pi into L square into L is L cube. 2 square is 4. So the final answer is pi L cube by 12, which is again E option. Okay, let's see next question. So I hope you understood this question. So here they are saying the maximum size, so definitely the cube cone base should be, the diameter should be the exact of the side of or the face of cone, so which is nothing but L. So diameter is L, so radius is r by 2. What about height? Height is the point from this cone to the other side, which is nothing but the side of the cube, which is L. So by 1 by 3 bias question, just apply r and h values, you'll get the final answer. Let's move to 11th one. So this is again direct question. Within 2 seconds you can solve this, because these type of questions are the same question which is already there in the NCERT textbook as well. So 3 into 11 plus 13, 3 into 11 into 13 plus 3 is dash. It is a composite number. Why? Because these two, 3 is common for both. Because if it is having more than one factor, so definitely this answer is a composite. It is not divisible by 3 because this number does not have a 13 number. It is odd number. No, it is even number, because this is odd and this is a sum of two odd numbers is always even. Okay. Let's move to 12th one. Okay, this is again trigonometry, and this is also a direct question. Sin 2 alpha is root 3 by 2. So which angle is of sine is root 3 by 2? The answer is 60. Sorry, let me just correct. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Okay, so 2 alpha is nothing but 60, so alpha value is 30. What they are asking? They are not asking alpha value. What they are asking? They are asking the value of sin 3 alpha. So it is sine of 3 into 30. So 3 into 30 is 90, so sin 90 value is 1, which is C. Okay, now the option got changed to C. Okay, let's move to the next one. 13th question. If the length of the shadow of the tower is root 3 times than of its height, then the altitude of sun. So this is heights and distance chapter question, that is applications of trigonometry. So here they are saying height, we don't know. Okay, 3 times of height. So simply this is, if I write as h, the shadow is root 3 times of h. They are asking the altitude of sun, theta. So direct question, if I use tan theta is equal to h by h root 3, h cancels, so theta is tan of which angle is 1 by root 3? The answer is 30. The answer is B. Okay, let's move to 14th. Equation of a line coincident. Coincident means it should be exactly equal. That is, a1 by a2 should be equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So the other trick, if I say, is, if you notice here we have 5 or 15. So simply convert this equation into these terms, then you will definitely easy to mark which type of question is that answer. So 2.5 into 2 is 5. So just multiply whole the equation into 2. I will get 5x. 2 into 2 is 4. 3 into 2 is 6. So just check whether this option is there in any of the options. 5x minus 3y is equal to 3. This is wrong. 5x minus 4y plus 6. It cannot plus 6. It is equal to 6. So this is also wrong. What about D? 4x, 5x minus 4y minus 6 equal to 0 or equal to 6 equal to 0. So both are fine. So the answer is D. So same way, just multiply this into 3. This into 3 if I do, I'll get 15. 5 3 is 15, 4 3 is 12, 12y, and 6 3 is 18. So if you notice the C option, 15x minus 12y is okay, but equal to 3 should be there, but they are saying equal to 18 should be there, but here I'm getting only equal to 3. So this is a parallel line. Okay, same way as this is also parallel. Why am I explaining this question, this concept? Because as I mentioned, this is not only for this solution. This we also need to have the preparation for the next betterment exam if you want to attempt. Okay, so this one saying all these three are parallel. What is the parallel condition? A1 by A2 should be equal to B1 by B2 and should not be equal to C1 by C2. Whereas for coincident, for this question should be equal to C1 by C2. That's the only difference between parallel and coincident. Okay, for coincident it is exactly equal, whereas for parallel should not be equal to C1 by C2. And for coincident we have infinite solutions, whereas for parallel we have 0 solutions. Okay, let's move to 15th. The nth term of AP. So Tn or An, what is the formula? A plus n minus 1 into D. What is A value? Minus 1 by 2, 1 by 3 plus n by 1. D value we need to find. Okay, I'll just use 5 by 3 minus 2 by 3, which is nothing but 3 by 3, which is 1. Okay, let me write it neatly. I'm sorry for it. 5 by 3 minus 2 by 3 is equal to 3 by 3, which is 1. So G value is nothing but 1. So simple, minus 1 by 3 plus n minus 1, which is equal to n minus 4 by 3. Because minus 1 by 3 minus 1 is minus 4 by 3. n minus 4 by 3 option is D. Let's move to 16th question. In the given figure, PT is the tangent of circle to center O and radius R if POT is 45 degrees and the length of OP. Okay, so this is similar question which is solved previously. It is related to tangents type of question. So I'll just simply write this triangle which is OTQ. So this triangle I'll write it here. Okay, if I write the right angle is at T. Right angle is at here, which is T. So I'll write it this as T, this is O, and this is P. Okay. O P, sorry, TOP. TOP is 45. So this is 45. So obviously this is 90. Then this also is 45 because this is in 45, 45, 45 will become isosceles right angle triangle. Okay, so OT is R. If this is R, this also is R because it is an isosceles triangle. Then you need to find the hypotenuse, which is OP they're asking. So simply use Pythagoras theorem to get the OP, which is root of R square plus R square, root of 2R square or R root, which is A. So again we got A option. So in the set A, if you most of the options are yes, so fine. No, let's not think about that cases. Let's move to 17th. The roots of a quadratic equation are, okay, this is direct question. If I write x minus 1, it is root of 16, which is plus or minus 4. So the x value is minus 4 minus 1 or x value is plus 4 minus 1, so which are minus 5 comma 3. Direct answer, but still if you want you can cross check. Wait, I'm sorry, this way you should not too fast. You have to think whether doing proper or not. It is minus 4 plus 1. Okay, the option is plus 5 minus 3, which is C here, not D. Okay, this way you need to cross check whether the answer is correct by simply substituting here. If you write 5 here, 5 minus 1 is 4 square, 4 square is 16. Same way if I keep minus 3 here, I'll get minus 1 minus 3 minus 1 whole square, which is 4 square, again minus 4 whole square, which is 4 square, which is 16. Okay, because x minus 1 is equal to plus 4, so minus 1 will become plus 1 if you go to the right side. Let's move to next one, 18th question. If the roots of the quadratic equation are real and equal, then the values of k are, okay, for the real and equal, what is the condition? B square is equal to 4ac. What is b value? Minus k here, so minus k root whole square into 4 is into a value is root 3 and c value is 2 root 3. So 4 into root 3 into, so it is 8 into 3, which is 24. So k square is equal to 24, so k value is plus or minus root of 24. So again we got the answer as E. Okay, let's move to the 19th. So now before going to 19th and 20th are assessed reason questions. So this part is important. If both are true, assessed reason are true and it is a correct explanation, then option should be A. If both are true or not the correct explanation, answer should be B. If A is true, R is false, answer is C. And A is false and R is true, answer is D. Let's see which are true and false. Tan 210 is not defined, t equal 45 is correct because theta 2 into 45 is tan 90, tan 90 isn't defined. Yes, this is true. What about second? Sin 90 is not equal to cos 90. Yes, this is also true. Is there any relation between these two? No, it is not a relation. So both are correct but not the correct explanation. So answer should be B. Okay, so if they mention the cos 90 is 0 or the denominator of anything is 0, it is not defined, then it might be the right answer. Okay, so but here both are true but not the correct explanation, hence the answer is B. Okay, what about 20th question? Radius is the smallest distance of a tangent from the center of a circle. Yes, true. Radius is perpendicular to tangent. Yes, it is true. And is this a correct explanation? Yes, correct, because the perpendicular distance is always the shortest distance with respect to two lengths. Okay, so hence here the answer is A. Okay, so as a whole I will write all the answer, I mean key here for all 20 questions. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 Okay, because answer key is also important to tally your answers based on the question. So this way I'll just write faster. First option is A, second is A, third is, I'll write the answer, third is B, A, D. So first 5, A, B, A, D. Let me mark it. A, B, A, D. And this is key is not for all the sets. This key is only for set of 30/3/3 set. Okay, let me write the answers for other 5. 6th one is C, A, C, A, C, A. C, A, C. Let mark for 11 to 15. C, B, D, B. C, B, D, B. C, B, D, B. Last 5. A, C A B A C A B A C A B. So if you notice, for this set the options of A are high, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 9 areas. It can possible maybe for other set B's can be high, it can other set C's can be high. So always, if you don't know the answer, don't blindly write whatever options you want. So it can vary. It's not like every question will have A's or every question can be B, or every set will have equal number of A's and B's or C's. Okay, so if you notice here, D is very less, which is 1 2. Okay, only D is only 2. What about B? 1 2 3 4 are B's. Okay, and the C definitely are less, which is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 5 are C's. Okay, A is the majority. It's not, so you cannot blindly write only one letter for all things, because there can be cases you can have only 2 cases also. Right, in this question, in this set, D is option is only 2. Okay, so don't blindly write what are answers. So always make sure to practice and then do it. Okay, so thanks for watching. So in this way we have covered all the questions for section A. So in the next video we'll cover all the questions related to section B in detail. As I mentioned, our agenda is not only get the answers but also to practice, so that if you want to write in the betterment exam, there we can easily solve this type of questions. Okay, thank you. And as I mentioned, if you want the solution for any other set, if you have the question paper, if you want the solution, kindly paste those questions as attachments in post or community section of my YouTube channel, because that I have enabled for all subscribers. Okay, so make sure, if you like this content, please do like. If you have any doubts, kindly mention in the comment section. As I mentioned, if you want to post in a question and want to get the solution, kindly post in the post or community section in my YouTube channel. Thank you once again. Let's meet again with section B solutions.